Hey, what is up everybody? How are you guys doing? This is Bluefoot Homestead. Thank you for coming and checking out this video, this channel. I do definitely appreciate it. Something I've been thinking about lately, I just got done watching a documentary. It's a docu-series, but this one was definitely focused on nuclear war. What's going to happen on the build up to and during and after and stuff like that. And they're pretty much spot on with the way I believe, until the very end when they said there's going to be about 10,000 people that survive it and they will be able to repopulate the earth. Now, I think that's completely way off, but can you survive it? And I think in the short answer is yeah, absolutely. If you look at Japan, when the nuclear bombs fell on Japan, there were people within a mile of ground zero that lived to 90 years old. They were 2, 3, 5 years old when that happened, and they lived a long, full life within a mile. Okay, and I understand that that was a very small nuclear bomb. Even the second wasn't a hydrogen bomb, it was a plutonium bomb that we dropped on Nagasaki, was bigger, and there were plenty of survivors within the city from that instance as well. Now, they had deformed children, they had medical issues. Pretty much everybody in the city ended up getting leukemia, which is the biggest side effect from nuclear radiation, and fatal doses of radiation for that matter. If you do live through it, pretty much going to get leukemia. Do you live a mile within a nuclear blast site? Do you live on a military base that's going to be a target that are easily a mile in radius? Do you live right next to the Pentagon or the White House or military bases? We have Whiteman military base just outside of Kansas City. Kansas City is going to be fine, even though it's in the Kansas City vicinity where a nuclear bomb might get dropped. Kansas City is going to be pretty much fine. Now, it's kind of hard to think about it because we have so much information coming in from outside sources. We have, the fantasizing of it. We have Hollywood. We have the scare tactics from the 50s on what's going to happen, in movies and stuff like that. Well, you got to keep in mind, the United States has nuked the United States over 1,000 times. I think it's like 1,028 times. We've nuked ourselves. John Wayne died of a nuclear bomb that we nuked ourselves in New Mexico or Nevada. I think it was Nevada. And it was just the residual effect of all the nuclear radiation in the dirt. And with all the horses running around when he was doing a filming, kicked up a lot of the dirt, they inhaled the dirt, he got cancer and he died of cancer. But we had people walk up to mushroom clouds. In the Bikini Atoll, I think it was Castle Bravo test there, when we realized, yeah, we screwed up. We're hitting a little too big with these nuclear bombs. We need to dial it back. In fact, we need to stop testing altogether. That was the one. Well, I saw an interview with a woman that was a teenager. I believe that was in the early 1970s that we were still nuking ourselves. She told the reporters of the documentary that I was watching that she didn't know what this white stuff was that was falling out of the sky. Of course, we know it was nuclear fallout. It was detonated in the ocean, pretty much vaporized all the rock, organic material and everything, and turned it into nuclear fallout, threw it up into the air and became fallout. Well, she didn't know what it was. She just saw this white stuff. She was washing her hair with nuclear fallout. Did she die? No, she lived to her 90s. Now, they kind of screwed the residents of Bikini Atoll, but besides the point, that's another story. She lived. She absolutely lived. just a handful of miles away from the nuclear detonation. I don't know, 15, 20 miles. Definitely don't quote me on that. I'm completely drawing a blank to the mileage away from Bikini Atoll, but it was enough to affect it, and the residents of Bikini Atoll were basically test experiments for the US government. So, sad story, messed up story, but besides the point. Can you live through a nuclear blast? Can you live after nuclear war? Absolutely, absolutely. I live out here in the Ozarks, about 200 miles away, which is a long ways away, is the closest really possible target. Kansas has some targets, not going to affect us too much. There might be a little bit of fallout, but no, it's not really going to affect me. The blast, the heat, the blinding, the mushroom cloud from Whiteman Air Force Base 200 miles away is not going to put a glitch. Well, I shouldn't say that, but it's not going to affect my life all that much. It's going to affect every life in the world when that happens, but I can pretty much go about my day-to-day activities. As a matter of fact, I will probably still have to go to work the next day because that's the way it's going to go. You could have a bomb drop in LA and there are still going to be some early 20s guys out there going to bars, nightclubs, dance clubs, chasing tail, trying to get laid that night, because that's the way we are. Life will go on. Life will definitely go on. Is it scary? Yeah, it's definitely scary, but I also think that you are definitely going to be able to live through nuclear war, the nuclear holocaust, the nuclear winter, all these different names that are made to scare the living crap out of us. It's very livable. It's very survivable. So don't plan on the end of days. Plan on the residual effects of a nuclear war, which is going to be a lot of social chaos. Definitely, if you can, get away from any of those suspected targets. Get away from nuclear silos, big cities, and get yourself a nice place out in the country and you'll be fine. All right, just kind of wanted to touch on that. I've seen a lot of different videos, documentaries, a lot of stuff through Discovery, Disney now, I believe, on what's going to happen with nuclear detonations on our land. And a lot of people don't even think it's possible, and it's definitely possible. It's probably going to happen at some point in our lives. So plan accordingly. Plan accordingly. Go buy yourself a homestead out in the Ozarks. I highly recommend it. All right, so I just wanted to make a short video on that. I appreciate you watching. Till next time, have a good day and peace.